In this episode, we will repair our very rotten plywood dinghy, and Anna gets a long splinter through her thumb. We built our Wharram catamaran in ice-cold Norway. We took her apart, packed her into a container and shipped her to Tahiti. On a beautiful beach in the Pacific, we put her back together piece by piece. We sailed her through paradise, exploring beautiful islands for months. Then reality called. We had to leave her behind and return home to Norway. The pandemic hit. Borders closed, and we couldn't go back for 3 years. A wooden boat left alone in the tropics for so long? Not a great idea. This is the story of us coming back and trying to salvage our dream.
Waves are getting much bigger. 4 meters. So we'll see. Now it's not that bad. My suitcase is full of Makita tools. This is a 12-volt charger. This is a multi-tool, brand new one. I'm going to use the saw on the dinghy. And this is my good old drill. I've been used to build BareBare. My first project will be to repair the dinghy. This piece of the dinghy is quite rotten. Oh, this is, yeah, start to work.
Along the way, we received photos from those looking after the boat. But when we looked at the picture of the dinghy, something seemed off. It looked a bit soft. We weren't sure if it was insects, termites, or something else that had happened. Anna and Arne arrived first and carefully launched the dinghy.
Show where it's going sort of like down on the side there. That one, yeah, it's really bad.
We had to row very, very gently and greeting people along the way. We handled the dinghy with extreme care until Leif Erik finally arrived after nearly 6 weeks.
Jeg tror nå har vi gjort så mye, Anne, at på en måte, altså Leif Erik får mye å gjøre, men samtidig så så mye sånn tilrettelagt. Så for eksempel for han å reparere en jolla her, det jo
en hyggelig dag.
Easy peasy som det heter. Easy peasy
før
og
lunsj.
epoxy.
Det easy peasy før lunsj?
Easy peasy før lunsj. Så har jolla gjort. Og så har vi...
Men det også fordi at Leif Erik veldig, veldig flink.
Han så flink! Da liksom
for det blir jo helt feil om du sier det så lett for han fordi du så flink. Det veldig... Jeg synes ikke det så...
Sa jeg at jeg var flink? Jeg sa at Leif Erik var flink. Men vi ville jo vært et Joranna!
It's good, but maybe not that good. Easy to take apart. little bit too easy, maybe. This whole section is loose. This is well. It's not very difficult to take apart, at least. It's very interesting to see how deep it goes. Seems like when I cut into it, it stops at this board, so this board is okay. This is not. This is very rotten. So, but I think it stops here. So I need to clean cut this part and glue on a new piece over here. Now I cut away most of the stuff and I'm cleaning the rest of it. I'll take it off, clean the surface. Now I fitted a new piece in.
Okay, so now he put that extra piece on. I think it's like 1/3 or actually almost half of the dinghy. So he's actually changing this whole, like the whole orange piece on the bottom here. And we had one extra piece of plywood that already had epoxy on one side. And he's putting epoxy and with some filler. I'm gonna go a bit closer. Little detail here. Do you know how long it was used to dry, this epoxy?
This is quite slow.
So during the night?
Yeah, I think, yeah, during the night.
And was it easy to weigh it? I heard you had some problems with the weight. I didn't really like the boat moving.
No, it was difficult, but I managed. And I used tuna fish cans to measure up.
Ah,
So it's scientifically perfect.
it must be then.
Yeah.
And I've been rowing this dinghy now for about 5 weeks, and Leif Erik, in the beginning he asked me like every day, did you start working on the dinghy yet? And I was, you know, said sort of, or sort of avoiding the question. I think finally he realized I better not ask about this. Is that right?
Never going to do it.
No, and that was really good, because if I had done it, I couldn't do it the way you're doing it. So I had to sort of like do a more simple fix, and I would have had to use this really good piece of wood. And then we wouldn't have this wood anymore, which is a pity. We are using epoxy from Huaina Import, my favorite shop here, and actually the only one. He has everything, and if he doesn't have it, he can get it from Tahiti. Really, really nice, good shop. And this epoxy is called Epiglue. So Mr. Epiglue and Mr. Huaina, if you want to support my project, feel free to contact us. Absolutely no problem. Aita PAP, like they say here in French Polynesia, Huaina, my favorite island, my only favorite island. So I was supposed to be Leif Erik's good helper on this project, but I I hurt my finger this morning. I managed to get a splinter, like I think it was 8 centimeters. Maybe not 8 centimeters, but it was at least 3 centimeters going out of my fingernail and through the other side. I was cleaning and all of a sudden this happened. I'm glad Erik is here, because so I don't faint. I don't want to look at what he's doing. He needs to get this thing out. I don't know which way. Maybe he needs to take me to the doctor. Oh my god, it's still... Det er fremdeles litt der, men den tror jeg kanskje kan gå den andre veien. I think that can go the other way. Oh, shit, I'm gonna pull... I think I can pull that one out this way, huh? Yes.
Try.
Bloody operating myself. I think I got not all of it. It's still something inside here, but not a lot, I think.
Il va se peine here?
Yes, that's painful.
Je pense qu'il est là sur ma chaise au bout du bois.
Effectivement, ouais. Here's your nail.
Okay,
The
so
bones?
that. Oh, that's the bones. So you
Yes.
can't see the wood yet.
Maybe here, I'm not sure.
They found nothing and sent me to the neighboring island.
So I'm in Raiatea. I went on a plane, and which took like half an hour.
Je vais aller physiquement voir s'ils sont dans le bureau.
I have finally managed to persuade Mr. French surgeon that they will give me an operation. After I've showered using a yellow harsh soap, they give me a green hospital outfit and a face mask. A nurse with beautiful brown eyes gently removes the black pearl from my neck. Then one green-dressed figure after another enters the operating room. I look around and think, this is serious. Since I had no idea if there would be an operation or if I would be put under general anesthesia, I haven't eaten breakfast or lunch. Hunger aches in my stomach. A green screen is placed at my side. Me on one side, my right arm on the other. An anesthesia nurse inserts a needle into my arm, and at that very moment, the French Mrs. Surgeon steps in. I'm already slipping away as I gaze into her blue eyes and mumble, "Mataninamo." She looks puzzled. Blue eyes, I say. Blue eyes in Tahitian. The French don't seem to learn a single word of the local language here. She struggles in English as well, and for my own sake, I hope she's better at operating than speaking English. I drift into a pleasant daze, but I'm not completely gone. Beside me, the brown-eyed nurse sits, looking deeply into my eyes, attentively, compassionately, as I mumble, "I'd like to take the splinter home, please." I glimpse a smile behind her mask, and then everything goes black. Sometime later, what feels like an eternity, I wake from a deep, blissful sleep, clear-headed enough to want a picture of myself and the splinter, and perhaps of the nurse as well. My phone, of course, has been taken away from me. No unknown bacteria are allowed into this hospital. But my favorite nurse takes out her own and promises to send me the photo. A few hours later, after resting in a lovely hospital bed, with the door open to flowering hibiscus bushes and clucking hens, after a pleasant conversation with a sweet Mormon lady at my side, and after the most delicious meal I have ever tasted, I stand at the reception to pay for the whole experience, meaning the operation. Then a good-looking couple waves at me, now in civilian clothes and without masks. It's the anesthesia nurse and the brown-eyed one. They walk hand in hand. I smile and wave, then leave the hospital in my local floral dress, my little orange backpack on my shoulders, and a 2.7 centimeter splinter in a plastic box with a red lid.
Looking at the repair this morning, the epoxy is hardened and it looks okay. I cut the new board down, so it's more shaped as a boat now, and I'm trying to fit the wood that's going on the outside here and repair the transom, which is quite bad. It's just powder, most of it, so we'll try to fix it. Now I glued the railing on and put some extra layers of cloth in the joint. I put the oar fitting, and then I made a small piece in the transom. I have to glue up several layers of plywood here to make it work. And the sun is coming. The rain was quite heavy here when I was gluing. trying to glue the last piece in. Put on a lot of epoxy. A lot of epoxy. And I'm trying to screw through the transom. And into on the back. That was just the right amount of glue needed for this job. Finishing touches.
Then the dinghy was finally repaired. One more thing checked off the long list. Many more tasks awaited us in the days and weeks ahead. A huge thank you to all our amazing supporters and subscribers. Join our Patreon tribe for just the cost of a coffee each month. We're designing a unique mug for every episode of our adventure. Start collecting now.